Grace and peace, your brother Yehuda ben Isaiah. And I'm coming with a quick session to give everybody a sample of what's to come. Okay? To give everybody a sample of what's to come, as I prove by the grace of God and his son, the Messiah, Christ, that Satan will not be able to deny that the Messiah, Christ, is all throughout the old scriptures or covenant. So real quick here is from a book that I have, The Suffering Servant of Isaiah, according to the Jewish interpreters. This is from the writings of the early century Zohar. Zohar, like Maimonides, was a black Jew. He says here, he began and said, "Behold my servant." Because keep in mind, the early century black Jews and those Jews who became Jews that converted to Judaism, they had the early writings. The early writings and translations in the Hebrew. Zohar says here, he began and said, "Behold my servant, happy is the portion of the just, to whom the Holy One reveals the path of the law for them to walk in." Come, consider the exalted mystery of this verse, as it has been explained before. When the Holy One created the world, he made for it the moon. He made the moon and caused its lights to be small, since it had none of its own. It says at all. It received therefore its light from the sun, and through the power of the upper luminaries. During the time that the sanctuary was standing, Israel, the priests, the Levites, the people never ceased offering gifts and burnt sacrifices. And it says here, and the other rites, trying not, continuing blessings and keeping up perpetual light. But after the sanctuary, he says, after the sanctuary was desolated, the light became dark. The light became dark, and the moon was no longer illuminated by the sun, for the sun was withdrawn and shone no more. Nor was there any day over which causes the afflictions and pains. And then he continues to say, according to the sayings of the rabbis, did not hold sway. I'm reading the highlighted part now. Of that time, however, when the day shall arise for the moon to shine, the passage speaks, which is a mystery of faith. Behold, my servant shall deal prudently, my servant who suddenly wakes and starts up as one who smells a sweet savor, and rouses himself up to contemplate it. And it continues to say, he, meaning the Messiah, will be high above the upper light of all the luminaries, as it is written, he will be high, that he may have mercy on you, that he may have mercy on you. So right here, Zohar, a early century black Jew, is saying that Christ is that man mentioned in Isaiah 53. He's just one of the early century Jews that says, according to scripture, Isaiah 53 is talking about the Messiah. But as I said before, there is much more to come with a presentation that the devil himself will not be able to deny once I'm done. Just give you guys a quick sample. I also have the New Testament fragments among the Dead Sea Scrolls. I have the authenticity of the New Testament found within the Dead Sea Scrolls also. So we're going to dig deep, and we are going to prove through the Bible, without any shadow of a doubt, that Christ is that man mentioned in the Old Covenant. Grace and peace. Shalom.